My name is Leonardo Ward and I'm an electronics engineer from Venezuela. I'm also a member of the Hackaday Dream Team Challenge for Conservation X Labs.
My name is Tobi. I'm an embedded system engineer. I was born in Nigeria and I was born in Ibadan city. That's like the western part of Nigeria.
My name is Erin and I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
So Eja was derived from a Yoruba name called fish, Eja. And then Eja, to me, it's phenomenal.
Putting technology into the hands of fishers in an accessible way so that way they can use it to gather more data.
A product that helps to prevent and avoid the creation of ghost gear, the fishing gear that is being left in the ocean. I designed 3 printed circuit boards, 2 for the intelligent buoy and 1 for the onboard gateway. For the intelligent buoy we have 2 different designs. They are very similar, they have the same microcontroller, motor driver, GPS, LoRa communication system, but one of them has an additional GSM GPRS board. My work goes from the selection of the components and the creation of the diagrams that are needed to make the PCB, to the soldering and all the testing of the prototype, that means the firmware programming. For the onboard gateway we have the same situation, from the selection of the components and the creation of the diagrams to the soldering and the testing of the prototype. That means the firmware programming, and not only the programming of all the boards, but also how they interact with the phone that we use as a user interface.
I showed my own board myself. I mean, it's part of the requirement for the team and it looks so cool. Thanks to Leo for giving us a very fantastic PCB. And yes, I worked on the firmware part of the design. I make sure that we have something to get started with, like testing platform for the LoRa communication.
I was working on the design of the pieces that fit inside of the watertight enclosure we chose, which was a Nalgene water bottle, figuring out how we can transfer movement, which was done using magnets. Additionally, I worked on an enclosure for the onboard gateway, ropeless gear system itself. So that piece was a piece of HDPE which was milled at the design lab and sent here, where then we added in our own 3D printed brackets to it and attached the intelligent buoy to it to demonstrate how the release mechanism would work. The release mechanism was one of the key parts that we were iterating and building up towards throughout the entire design sprint.
The thing that inspired me the most from this experience was being able to work with amazing makers from all around the world. No matter where we are, we can work together and we can make a difference. We all live in different countries, even in different continents. But I learned that not only it is possible to work together, it is possible to have regular, even daily meetings. Of course, it is troublesome to navigate different time zones and different schedules, but it is very possible to have a productive team.
I mean, most of the time when we have conversations on calls and meetings, it's always inspiring because you always hear new things and new innovations, new ideas and creativity from the team managers. So I always look up for that day, like every day at 3 p.m. Nigerian time. That's why I have discussion with my co-teammates, and I'm always inspired by the discussion almost every day. And I've learned that wherever you are, you can never stop innovating. When we share dreams and ideas together about our project Eja, it's always fascinating to hear about their story as well, about how this is well in depth in their mind and how we can solve it together. So it's been really a fantastic journey, and I'm really excited to meet so amazing people like Erin and Leo. And both of us, like 3 of us, were able to work together, and there's no lapses, although there are different time zones that it just feels so not so comfortable. I always tell Erin that my day usually starts at 3 and that's supposed to be when I should end my day, but it's always interesting to kind of collaborate with such amazing people.
We were building something. We completed initial research, we conducted a few user interviews, and then we got to build something. That's like the best thing ever, when you actually like switch from the discovery mode into the execution mode, and you're actively using technology to make something to make other people's lives better. Of course, seeing it work was the icing on the cake. Collaborating together across 3 continents with Leo and Tobi and myself here was an incredible experience. Keeping the momentum going, keeping the inspiration up, and additionally it's just fun to be able to share knowledge together. I think
one of my dreams is to see an African man or African fisherman using this product, Eja. So cheap, affordable for them to just buy off the shelf and start using. That would be a great privilege. That would be like a dream come true for me. That's my dream. That's my desire for the project Eja.
my hope for the Eja project in the future is that we see this out in the world being used either by citizen scientists or by fishers or by researchers. This would be an amazing foundation to start from and then build even more customized applications for it.
I hope our project becomes useful for Conservation X Labs. I think it can be a great product that is good for the environment and also good for the fishers to improve their productivity. I also hope our project can inspire makers all around the world and they can see what we have developed as building blocks for their own projects.
Wanted to give a huge thank you to the team at Supply Frame, specifically Giovanni and Magenta, for running the Hackaday Dream Team program. It was truly a marvelous experience and definitely learned a lot from it. And of course we created an amazing foundation of working prototype and designs to share with the world, so that way it can be advanced even further. Additionally, thanks to our non-profit partner, Conservation X, specifically Sam Kelly, for the role they played in giving us input and reviewing our concept, presentation, and our final presentation. Really looking forward to working together in the future somehow. For more information on this project, check out our project page on hackaday.io. Additionally, stay tuned for future developments on this.